Get it, mama. That's on me. Yo, Hanok was goody. But yeah, chat. Today's Wealthy Face Wednesday. Y'all know what time it is, bro. Today is the day we talk about, you know what I'm saying? Self improvement. Today's the day we talk about, you feel me? Like, just how to live a life and actually prosper instead of surviving. You feel me? Would you let your daughter walk alone at night? Look, I work every day so my daughter doesn't have to do anything that she doesn't want to do or that she shouldn't be doing. It's like not every daughter got the luxury of not working if she didn't want to work. You feel me? Like if my daughter wanted to pursue art and she just wants to do art and she doesn't want to have a job, she doesn't have to have a job because of me. You feel me? And I'll still find my own ways of like telling her like, okay, this is how the real world works and giving her that practice. But it's like, you feel me? Yeah, my son needs to be a thug for real. My son needs to be like a dog. Bro asked if you let her walk alone, not work. Yeah, like why is she walking alone? Like a lot of girls like have to like walk alone to home and shit like that because like their parents are doing double shifts and shit. On some real shit, who needs a wealthy face from a nigga that's 21 and didn't move out crazy? Alright, fly it. Should we actually do a face reveal on fly though? Like, I hate to bully a low ass kid, but he keeps coming for me, bro. Should we do a face reveal on this low ass nigga? I actually flicked this nigga away from me, bro. Flick this nigga away from me, bro. Fucking hate this nigga, man. Low ass nigga, dude. That nigga streams about. Alright, hold on. Let's actually go on his profile. Today's wealthy face, though. How do I tell you this? How do I tell you this, gang? This profile picture is not hard. How do I tell you this? This is not 2016.
What?
This would go hard in 2016. I don't know what the fuck you was thinking, but this shit is not hard, gang. Let's keep it a buck 50. Hanok, you are 22. You are 22 years of age. Calling a 12-year-old kid handsome. The nigga's cute, nothing more, nothing less, bro. Bro, Fly, I really don't want to do this with you today, though. Hanok always calling niggas handsome. He lying, lol. Nigga, how old are you then? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm off by a fucking year. I'm so sorry, bruh. But anyways, though, chat. So y'all know the way I want to structure these streams, like these Wednesday streams, is to really chop it up and just to let y'all know. Tomorrow a YouTube video is dropping, right? And the title of the video is gonna be "My Head Won't Shut the Fuck Up." It's gonna be like a short film type of video. Oh my god, I think it's gonna be hard. God willing. Yo, what do you want, bro?
What do you want?
What do you want, bro?
I don't need anything, man. What do you want?
Yo, you're actually a little kid though, gang. Like, what's like,
You're a
bro?
21-year-old that didn't move out your
I
parents' house.
understand.
Crazy.
You're right. But it's like, how old are you though?
When are you gonna get a job, huh? A better job, like.
Okay, how old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I don't know. How old am I?
Yo, he sounds like an adorable little kid, bro.
You don't call me adorable, gay ass nigga.
Nah, you're adorable, little nigga. You're fucking adorable, little nigga.
And you're chopped, little nigga.
Bro, look at how adorable. Oh, your voice. It's just so like, bro. Like, you just sound, how tall are you? You sound like, bro, you sound like you're 3 feet tall, tops.
What did you say, little bro?
Do you know what little means? Like, why are you calling me little, bro?
Because you're little.
Bro.
I own you, bro. I own you.
gang, like, bro. Okay, scream. Can you scream out fuck today?
Why the fuck would I do that for you,
You
bro?
know why? You know why you're like whispering? Cause if
I'm not
Papa heard
whispering,
you,
bro.
cause if Papa heard you, he would take off your pants and whoop you till your ass
Yo, what the
turns red.
fuck? Take off my pants?
Yeah, and whoop you. How aren't you? Wait, where are you from? Where are you originally from? Are you Ethiopian, Africa? What are you?
Ethiopia, nigga.
Okay, yeah. Then, bro, like, gang, pull down your pants and whoop you.
What the fuck, bro? You're gay, bro.
Alright, but anyways, though, what's your take on the current state of the world?
Huh, nigga?
Like,
Wait, look. I got a question. Why are you doing wealthy phrases when you're not rich? Like you're broke. You're a broke bum.
no, but it's like I'm talking about like mindset and stuff, though. You gotta be rich to have like a good mindset.
Yeah, but you're still not rich. Crazy.
Now, I'm not teaching people how to be rich, though.
You know what's crazy, bro?
What?
Teach averages more viewers than you when he streamed the same year as you, bro. Same. Damn.
That's real, but like I know niggas that streamed the same time as you and that were bigger than you.
Yeah, that like 56 months. Like, come on, bro.
But
At
where do
least
you think
average 200 viewers. Like,
like
not even 100, bro.
where do you think you're gonna be at 56 months later?
I'm higher than you. I streamed for
How many
56 months.
how many views do you think you're gonna get?
Nigga, how would I know? I
Like
can't tell the future, dumbass bitch.
that's why I said how much do you think?
I can't tell the future, dumbass. Use your brain.
Do you know what think means? Like you have to make a prediction. Sorry, Miss Ghostface was goody.
So Miss Goldface was good. You shut your bitch ass up.
Nah, dead ass though. Where I'm from, gang, I swear, like in Ethiopia, like you know you're from Ethiopia too. Like if you were in Ethiopia, I would slap the fuck out of you, and I would have no consequences, and you would walk away like a little kid crying, and then I'm come to you with a lollipop and tell you it's okay, it's okay.
I
So
bet
shut the
many
fuck up, ugly ass nigga, low ass nigga.
Who are you
You're
calling the
3 feet
ugly ass
tall,
nigga?
nigga. I'll step on you, nigga. Go to jail about you,
Bro,
nigga.
you're arguing with a little kid, 21 years old. Grow up, nigga.
I don't give a fuck, bro. You're
Your
talking to me
mindset is
crazy, nigga. I'll
fuck
literally
this nigga,
slap
bitch
you.
ass nigga,
I'll
stupid ass nigga.
slap you. You little ass kid. And no candy for you, nigga. No candy for you, nigga.
No dick for you, bitch.
Bro. What?
I'm my fault. My fault.
Yeah, get the
Yeah,
fuck out of
my
here.
fault.
It's
I take
bedtime,
that
bro.
back.
Hey, Fly, go to sleep. I'm not even playing with you, bro. I not like to like, you know what I'm saying? We joke around and stuff like that, but playtime is over. Time to go to sleep.
Yeah, go join my Discord server like a good boy. Shut your hey,
Playtime is over. Go to
hey,
fuck to
join my
sleep.
Discord server,
Get the
right?
fuck
You
out
hear
of here,
me?
little nigga.
Hey,
Fucking hate niggas, man. They did not make bad bitches when they made you. When they said she only 22. He's not your son, bro. He does not claim you. He does not claim you as his father, bro. This nigga, like, this is what I'm saying. His bedtime is pat. Like, I be playing with him and shit like that just so, like, he feels, like, all grown up and shit. But I be telling his ass, like, where I draw the line is, like, hey, go to fuck to sleep and you better listen, you know what I'm saying? Nas was good. Your boy's back. What's happening? Yo, Fly, hey, take this time out for me, nigga. Go in the corner and reflect. Next time, you're getting built to fucking ass. Next time, you're getting built to fucking ass. Now stay in that corner, go in that corner, put your head against the wall, and reflect upon your actions. Next time is built to ass. You hear me? But anyways though, chat. Tomorrow, I was saying tomorrow, T-Base broke up with Auntie. Bro's content is cooked!
What?
Bro, the Habesha standard shit, no, it's not head ass. This shit was tough before her, but like the way he came back up after the nigga like got banned and kind of fell off was through his girl. That's not like, come on, like let's be honest. Let's be honest, cause like that 2 times speed yapping, is it working in 2025? I mean, I wish bro all the best. You know what I'm saying? You don't know shit, alright, bro. Alright, Nod knows everything, bro. I don't know shit, bro. Nod knows everything. My bad, gang. But she walked on his stream with like booty shorts, gang. Bro, I just feel like, bro, I would never be in that predicament, because it's like a girl, bro. That's the reason why I thought I didn't know shit, you dumb bitch. Whole ass nigga. I thought I didn't know shit. Open my link. My God, bro. Niggas can't let me talk about what
11 Muslims versus 11 Christians. It is almost here. Just look how nice it looks. Look at the scenery. In the heart of Minneapolis.
This nigga's actually running
I'm
it.
still looking for an atheist referee. If you don't believe in no God, please let me know. On the Christian side.
Crazy, bro. Shut your ass up and give me knowledge. Does ChatGPT get wrong answers? Yeah, this nigga's dead ass doing 11 Muslims versus 11 Christians, bro. You cannot make this shit up, bro. Dead ass. But anyways, though, chat. Alright, so tomorrow a video is dropping called My Brain Won't Shut the Fuck Up. And it's like a short film type of video. I already told y'all, but tomorrow should be dropping, like, for sure. ChatGPT never got shit wrong for me. Kmoney, they'll be right? Yeah, I am. And, bro, like, I'm trying to tell y'all, right? It's like, you got an easy major? King, what the fuck is your major? Why y'all trying to make me... Kenna, can you shut up? You got a girlfriend or something? Where's my daily hey, baby? Like, what the fuck? My Habashan brother. What's up, though? Habashan? What's up, though? What's up, though? What's up, though? But anyways, though. Can we actually lock in, please? Huh? Can we lock in? I feel like this book, The Power of Now, right? I know Hanok been really talking about, like, yo, your boy's back with the W10 stream streak. I know niggas like Hanok that are close-minded and that are like, their brain is this big and the rest is just empty space around their head, in their skull. Like, if you actually listen to me, right? This book really teaches you how to, like, perceive the world in a whole different lens. Connect with God on a whole different level. Because it's like, God is infinite. We're not. How can something that's limited truly connect with something that's infinite? And we're made in God's image. I feel like every religion believes that, right? We're made in God's image. So there should be a part of us that can connect with God on a whole new, on a level that we can't even comprehend with our limited brain. The problem is we identify with our brains. So we think our brains is where it stops. Like, the smartest person is like the highest rank of a human being, if that makes sense. Like, you think like you are your brain when you're not. You're separate from your brain. You have a being. You have a soul. And the way you access infinite intelligence is not with limited intelligence, which is your brain. It's with infinite intelligence, with your being, bro. And it's like, that allows you to connect with God, to get wisdom in ways that your brain would not allow you to do if you're consistently identified with your brain. You feel me? How much is it on Amazon? It's only like, bro, books are so cheap. Like, you can get a used book. Because why not get a used version of this book? You feel me? For like $10. You think it's better to read Atomic Habits first? I'll definitely tell you to read Atomic Habits first. Because Atomic Habits tells you how to develop a habit. So you can develop a habit of reading this book. So you can develop a habit of practicing the things that are taught in this book. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because knowing something is completely different from doing it. I've give you all this example. Everybody in here knows how to bench press 300 pounds. But can everybody here bench press 300 pounds? No, because it takes practice to get to that point. You feel me? So knowing how to do it and doing it is two different things. So if you read Atomic Habits, then I feel like it would show you ways you can develop habits to practice other habits you want to develop. You understand what I'm saying? Could you? No, I cannot bench 300 pounds. Hell no. My max is like 190. I could probably push for like 200. But I don't know if that's I think that's including the bar. Bro, like anybody, my max is 145 and I'm 160. You gotta at least bench your body weight, gang. At least. Can I have a problem with reading? I'm not sped, but I get so distracted. What advice would you give me, my king? On some real shit, if you read your book, right, and you get distracted, one, you have to identify what's going on, right? Okay, so when you are reading these words and you're getting distracted, that means you are not in the present moment. Do you understand? That means you are not present. You are not here. Your brain is all over the place, and you identify with your brain, so you're going all over the place with your brain. You understand what I'm saying? So the first step is like to unidentify with your brain. So when you're reading, right, and like all these thoughts start coming up, don't judge yourself for having those thoughts. Don't get mad at yourself. Don't say, oh my God, not again, bro. How am I going to read if I keep having these thoughts? Just breathe and accept it for what is. Just recognize it. Because these thoughts, something fake cannot survive when you shine light on it, when you shed light on it. You feel me? Fake things can only survive in the dark when you don't see them. So your goal should just be to expose your thoughts. That's it. So when you're reading your book, right, and you get distracted with like, what am I going to eat later? Or, oh my God, why did I do that earlier? Blah, blah, blah. Just recognize the thoughts are there and just keep reading. The difference between unconscious and consciousness is unconscious people identify with their brain and conscious people don't. And as soon as you understand, as soon as you clock the fact that you're not present, you're present. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you're reading the book and you have these thoughts and you tell, okay, like you notice, you shed light, you put attention on the fact that you're not present, you become present. So you're reading the book, you have all these these thoughts that are distracting you. Notice that you're unpresent in that moment when you're having these different thoughts. When you notice you're unpresent, you become present. If that makes sense. How many pages you read a day? I try to make a habit of reading 10 pages a day, but there's definitely days that I don't read my book because of the different situations that go on in life. Again, excuse, nothing but an excuse. It's like we breathe unconditionally, but when you notice it, you can't breathe normally. I mean, kind of like that. What's your favorite book you read? It gotta be Power of Nine. I didn't even finish it. Cause it's like a lot of the books I've read talk about the outside world, how to achieve a good physique, how to achieve getting a lot of money, how to achieve your goals, your dreams. But bro, like, this book tells you that like you've already won. You're already amazing. Whatever you're trying to get, whatever things that you're trying to achieve in the outside world, you have something so much greater within you already. So how can this book not be my favorite? You feel me? Miss Ghostface, thank you. Uh, yeah, nigga really hates me. Nigga suck a dick. What are you talking about, bro? How long does that take you? Oh, nigga, I was talking about something else. Hey, no, like it gets to a point where like, bro. Anyways, though, how long does 10 pages take me? 30 minutes to an hour. Like, cause it's like I like to take notes on what I'm reading too. It takes me a lot. I like to meditate on the things I'm reading, right? And I know the word meditate is a trigger to a lot of uh, people, especially a lot of religious people, right? When I say, "Oh, meditate on the Bible," a lot of people run with that, right? When I say meditate on the word, all it means to meditate is to actually like sit here and think about what you just read and how you can apply it in your life. That's what I mean by meditating on what I read. So if I read a paragraph and that shit is packed with a lot of information, I just don't move on. I don't just move on, I mean. Like I sit there and say like, okay, like break it down. Like I read it again, take notes on it, and actually think about how can I apply it to my life. Feel me? Cause there's if there's a million people that read this book, how many people do you think actually applied the books that actually applied the principles that are taught in this book? Not a lot. You feel me? So it's like, just because you read it, that doesn't mean this book is gonna change your life. You have to read it, take what it says, and actually apply it to your life. I can give you the most life-changing advice right now that changed my life. But if you don't apply it, you're gonna stay the same. So like reading it is one thing, but like actually meditating on it and sitting down and seeing how you can apply it to your life is very important as well. Name 10 books without looking at them. Power of Now, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, Atomic Habits, The Secret to the Millionaire Mind, The Compound Effect, How to Win Friends and Influence People, This is Marketing. Two more, bro. I know I have two more. Who Stole My Cheese, and Psychology of Money. And I haven't even named all the books I've read. I haven't even, nigga, I'm looking up. What the fuck is my notes, you dumb bitch? You saw my comments secretly. Alright, bro. You dumb bitch. But I fucking hate you, nigga. What's the advice that's most life changing for you? There's no one advice that can change your life, right? But I do have some like quotes that kind of like that really made me think that I apply to my life a lot. One is whatever you focus on expands. So if you focus on the negative, you will start seeing more negative. If you focus on the positive, you will start seeing more positive. So if your life is very negative, try to think, are you focusing on the negative? You understand what I'm saying? You can be in a normal room. If I tell you just automatically how many red items in this room, you wouldn't know. But if you started looking for red items, all the red items will start popping out. Red items that you never even knew were there. Whatever you focus on expands. So if you feel negativity taking over your life, maybe it's because you're focusing on negativity. When you focus on it, it expands. It's a principle in life. That's one quote, right? Another one is a quote from the Bible. Whoever exalts themselves will be humbled, and whoever humbles themselves will be exalted. I think that's something I struggled with a lot, where I'll be like, bro, I'm really telling y'all, bro, like, I be working my ass off, chat. I be doing this. I'm exalting myself, right? And when you put yourself up here, the only way is down, right? So when you put yourself up here, the only possible thing that can happen is you get humbled, because you already exalted yourself. Why would somebody else exalt you? Why would God exalt you? You feel me? Because you already did that for yourself. So it's like, I feel like when I compliment myself or when I say good things about myself, I take the ability away from the people around me to compliment me and say good things about myself, about me. You feel me? So it's like, humble yourself and you'll be exalted. Everybody does. That's the reality, Hinok. And then the last quote is, whatever you don't change, you choose. And a lot of people think it's either you do this or you do that, right? Like people think it's two choices, but not doing something is a choice as well. You feel me? Like whatever whatever you don't change, you're choosing. God gave us a free will, brother. Choices are infinite, and so are outcomes 100 billion%. Are you saying that to like second my point, or are you disagreeing with what I said? Kendall just saying simple shit in a weird way to make you think about it, but it was there all along. But let me tell you, right, Gerald, like, there's a lot of things that are right under our nose that we don't even notice until somebody points out. Gerald, I'm really trying to tell you, gang, like, have you ever been doing something, right? Have you ever been doing a certain activity or whatever, right? Let's say you know how to play like basketball, and then you start studying basketball, and you start saying like, "Oh shit, that's how I do it." If that makes sense. Like, just because you do something, that doesn't mean you can explain how to do it. If that makes sense, I don't know. So pointing out the obvious goes a long way is what I'm trying to tell you. Every next level of your life will demand a different version of you. Might be the best quote I've ever heard. Interesting. Every next level of your life will demand a different version of you. So does that, like, what does that quote tell you, Lollipop? Is that like, does that quote tell you that you need to be consistently changing, you need to be consistently developing, and you can't move on to the next level if you don't have a different version of you? And I think like another thing is like change is really looked down upon in our community, chat. Where like a lot of niggas would be like, nah, you changed, bro. Like you switched up, blah blah blah. And obviously a lot of people, some people mean it in a way of like, oh, loyalty wise, right? Loyalty shouldn't change. But I'm saying like, if you start moving different, if you start changing your lifestyle or your certain habits, people will look at you in a way of like, oh, you changed. And it's like as human beings, we don't like change. Change is uncomfortable. Change makes you stretch. But if you're not stretching, you're not growing. There is no growth in your comfort zone. That's what you always gotta remember, right? So it's like change is necessary to move forward in life, to move on to that next level. You feel me? No matter where I am, I always want more. Basically, tells me ultimate happiness is possible. Okay, let me touch on that because Ted been asking me for a while. Okay, what you think about 48 Laws of Power? Okay, look, Ted, I've never read 48 Laws of Power, so I can never truly speak on it, right? But based off what I've seen or what I heard on what people that have read it been saying, it's very similar to how to win friends and influence people, which I've read, right? So when you look at 48 Laws of Power, it tells you how to manipulate people. Like, it tells you how to, like, you know what I'm saying, snake people first so they will snake you first. Or how to come off as like bigger than you are in people's mind. It's just a lot of ways to manipulate people, right? Where how to win friends and influence people is telling you to achieve the same thing, but in a different way. Like 48 Laws of Power will tell you how to win an argument, how to dominate somebody. And how to win friends and influence people will tell you there is no way to win an argument. The only way to win an argument is not to argue at all. Because even if you get your point across and you win the argument, the other person's pride is hurt. So did you really win? You feel me? So I never wanted to read 48 Laws of Power because I don't want to sit here learning how to manipulate people. It's just you're running a sprint in a marathon. You feel me? It's just not like, it's not moral. It's not ethical. So why read it? You know what I'm saying? But I know like the gurus and all like the Andrew Tate type niggas probably like promote that book a lot. That dragon fruit lemonade from Chick-fil-A bussin'. Bro, I've never seen a guy use that emoji. This nigga's emojis game was crazy. Okay, but who's actually going to be successful listening to you though? Game. Okay, would you say, right, Gerald, I'm actually genuinely asking you, right? Would you say I'm successful with my physique? Or would you say I'm unsuccessful? And what is success? And would you say I'm successful as a 21-year-old compared to a lot of 21-year-olds my age? So like, how do you measure success? Because I would say like I would genuinely say I'm like the top 5% of 21-year-olds when it comes to like financially. What is success to you? Success to me is the journey. Not like success to me is like now, today. Like, did I do what I said I was gonna do? Did I go through with what I said I was gonna go through with? You feel me? Because it's like results you can't control, but your actions you can. So if I said, yo, I'm gonna eat above 2,000 calories and go to the gym every day, I cannot control the results of getting big muscles, but I can control going to the gym and eating 2,000 calories every time. So it's like, it's the journey. The journey is the success. Because it's like, let's say I hit a certain milestone with my physique, I might want to cut. I might want to bulk up again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is success if every time you reach it, you have another goal? Are you successful for only a moment? I think this like success is the journey of it, in my opinion. Most Americans are top 10. Nah, I'm not even saying in the world. In the world, automatically you're top 1% if you got anything over fucking 10K in your bank account as a 21-year-old. But I'm saying in America. Let's just search it up on ChatGPT. How much money does that? Like, look, the average net worth is 10 to 15,000. And I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about inheritance. I'm not talking about that, like, you know what I'm saying, the money or taking over your parents' businesses. I'm talking about like 21-year-old man that came from nothing. But it's like, nigga, if the average net worth is, this is net worth, by the way. That's not liquid cash. This is net worth. So it's like, if you own a car, that's a part of your net worth. You don't even have that? Oh yeah, type shit. Type shit. Ain't nobody trying to type all that. So look, top 5%, a 21-year-old have a net worth well above 80,000 to 100,000. So it's like, you feel like to be in the top 5%, 80 bands and up. Yeah, you're not top 5%. But yeah, nah. Who's Kmoney? Nah, that's a good question, bro. But the Canadian rapper though, no. Alright, let's just ask them, and then we're gonna say, bro. Like, this obviously is the rapper, bro. That's not fair. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Oh yeah, yeah. You feel me? It's just like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just. Let's see my net worth. Yo, what the fuck? Wait. What the fuck? Now. Nah, this is for top Twitch streamers. What the fuck are you talking about? It's a promising trajectory though. Feel me? It's a promising trajectory though, gang. Still. Feel me? It's there. It's there. It's there. Fuck on me. Nigga, we already tried the. How do you even pronounce that shit? Akinator. What's your net worth? Nigga, I'll never disclose my net worth on the internet. Like, ever. Like, you don't understand how much the way people would look at you would change just by how much money you make. Whether it's way less than what they think or it's more than what they think. But I would rather it be way less than that they think than way more than they think. Because like when it's like way more than they think, it's like, bro, I feel like it creates a gap between your viewers and you. It's pronounced fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Yeah, 6 figures, buddy, is nowhere near 6 figures, man. One day though. Now all of us got bread. Well, how much is buddy? Hey, no, you're the only one with bread, king. Like, let's keep it a buck, bro. You think Mikey got bread, nigga? Like, let's keep it a buck, gang. Like, Mikey got, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, Mikey got no money, bro. Like, you think? On me, we all broke. Yeah, on Nod, we all broke, nigga. But anyways, though. But yeah, bro. Let me actually. I haven't pulled out my books in a minute. Let me pull out my books, bro. Bro, when I was listing the 10 books, I think I didn't even mention Atomic Habits. It's crazy. Oh, I did? Oh, okay, my bad. Bro, I really want to go back to this book because this book was a tough read. Think and Grow Rich was a tough read, bro. This shit was not, like, easy. Like, you can see that it's, like, when it's, like, short and thick, like, you already know it's a tough read. How many pages is it? Yeah, it's a cool 300 pages. And it's, like, it's small letters, too. So it's, like, you gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? But, bro, this book was fucking amazing. Like, this book was amazing. I'm reading it right now. You're reading Think and Grow Rich? What chapter are you on? Nah, you should really talk about what you're reading, gang. Like, it actually helps, bro. Y'all slow, I speed run that shit. But one thing I really want to revisit, right? I remember the power of thought. Everything starts in the mind, right? Like the biggest ideas in the world started as an idea. Like it really, like when you really think about the power of thought, like everything starts in the mind. And it manifests itself into real life. Feel me? And the power of desire, I remember it like if you have desire, a burning desire, and faith in yourself, there's nothing that can stop you. A burning desire means like, yo, like, nigga, I'm gonna do it or die trying. I don't give a fuck what happens. Then, gang, how can you not make it? You feel me? And like, if you have utmost, like, the most faith in yourself, nigga, what else do you need? You feel me? auto suggestion. This is your subconscious mind, and this kind of connects with like you start connecting a lot of concepts between different books, right? It connects with the Millionaire Mind, because the Millionaire Mind really talks about like how to unlearn a lot of things. You feel me? Because like there's things that you learned about that you didn't even know you learned about. You feel me? Like just by growing around your parents and growing around your environment, there's certain things that you learned. There's certain things that you picked up without even knowing you picked it up, which is subconsciously you picked it up. You feel me? We all know what time it is, man. Get it, mama. Oh my god. Bro, thick ass pill, bro. I have to like brace myself before I swallow that thick ass shit. Hey yo. Mikey, like you're a gay ass nigga, bro. And then specialized knowledge is like your personal experiences. That was a pretty easy concept. And the power, like the power of the mastermind is like, bro, it's like, let's say you want to become the biggest content creator, right? You'll study everything there's to know about the top 5 content creators that you know, right? Or let's say you want to become like a fitness, or you want to become a model, whatever, right? Whatever you want to become, the top 5 people there are and what you want to become, you will study them to a T, right? Like you'll watch every one of their podcasts, you'll read every one of their books, and then you have this thing called what's it called? A mastermind class, right? Where when you're in certain situations, you can kind of bring it to them in an imaginary way. Since you know everything about them, you would ask yourself, what would this person do in my situation? What would this person do? What would this person do? And you would get the 5 people, what would they do, because you know everything about them, and then you could take action upon that. Feel me? Hey, how did you find niggas to go to Esfena with? What you mean, how did you find niggas? Nigga, I went with my friends. Nas, this is creatine, by the way. Like, it just boosts your physique, your performance, and everything. But one thing I actually want to, like, go back to a lot is the infinite intelligence. And accessing the infinite intelligence, which really connects with this book. So I don't know. I wouldn't really recommend this book for like a beginner, but really great finance book. Think and Grow Rich really talks about like, what do you think your purpose is? That's a great question. There's so many different ways you can answer that question. But if I had to answer it in a way that resonates with me the most, I think it's leaving the world as a better place than I found it. And that starts with my family and expands to the rest of the world. Like, if you want to change your country, like, start from your house. You feel me? I think a lot of people, like, a lot of niggas that are into politics, like, our uncles, our dads, they're so, like, tied in with, like, the politics that they forget about their own house. So if you want to change yourself, you start from within, right? So it's like, if you want to change the world, you start from within, which is your own house, your own family, and then you expand. So I feel like my purpose is leaving the world better than a better place than I found it, if that makes sense. Whether that's through my kids, whether that's through donations, whether that's through influencing, bro, you don't know how much of a blessing social media is. Like right now I'm talking about self-improvements, the books that have helped me, It's like, if you know a lot of things that I know and you actually apply it to yourself, there is no reason why you wouldn't be a good person in society. So it's like, imagine if I had thousands of viewers watching me explain these books right now. Imagine the amount of influence, bro. How long did it take you? How long did it take for your? How long did it take for you to learn your purpose, and what helped you find it? So how long did it take me to learn my purpose? I think a lot of people, right? Okay, please listen, hear me out when I say this, right? Because it will require you to think outside the box. It would require you to unlearn a lot of the things that you learned about what purpose is. I feel like people kind of imagine purpose as something that's outside of you. Something that you have to go get, something that you have to discover. And I feel like our purpose is already within us. You already have your purpose. You just haven't noticed it yet. You already have your purpose. You just haven't like shed light on it yet. You haven't brought attention to it yet. So again, I think that question still applies. If the purpose is already within me, how do I find that purpose, right? Is to trust yourself, bro. I feel like a lot of people complicate a lot of things that shouldn't be complicated. Like, I feel like a lot of people complicate the word purpose. Really and truly, I can get on a call with each one of y'all niggas and find out your purpose. You already know your purpose. You just think it's something that's way more complex and way more advanced. Your purpose is your purpose. Like, what do you think your purpose is? And I feel like, I don't know, maybe there's people out there that truly don't know, but I feel like a majority of the people that don't know, they do know, but they just think what they know is not their purpose. Because they think it's more complicated than it is. If that makes sense. You can't learn your purpose, that shit can change tomorrow. Yo, Lollipop, like, you're not thinking about purpose then. If your purpose changes every day, that's not, bro, I think just the word definition doesn't even align with that. I think your motive can change every day. But there's an underlying motivation that pushes you to do everything. There's an underlying purpose that you have that pushes you to do whatever you're doing. And my purpose has always been family. Always. Since I was 15, 14, always has been family. My current and future family. Nobody in my family is taking on the role that I'm taking. Nobody in my family is sacrificing their youth for a better tomorrow. Not for just themselves, but for their whole family. Because at the place I'm at right now, chat, I swear I'm good. I really don't give a fuck. Like, if this was all about me, gang, as long as I'm getting like, what, 5 bands, 10 bands a month? Just, like, it's just, bro, I'm good, bro. Like, I just 1-bedroom apartment, just chill and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, hop on the game, just vibe out, you feel me? But it's like, it's not only about me, it's bigger than me. It's my whole family, you feel me? Like, I think about impacting my country, like, you feel me? Like, isn't your family more of a reason than a purpose? Okay, what would, like, that just, you see, we're playing with words there, right? Not like, what would you say, what's a reason to you and what's a purpose? If that's not a purpose, what's a purpose then? Because when I think of purpose, I think of your underlying motivation. What are you on this earth to do? Because in a religious perspective, our purpose is to serve God, period. No ifs or buts about it. It's a statement. That's not based on your opinion, based on mine, right? Our purpose is to serve God. That's it. It's over. But I'm saying, when I look at purpose, I think of like your underlying motivation. What do you think you're here for? In a worldly point of view. Because like I said, in a godly point of view, you're here to serve God. But again, what are different ways you can serve God? Because I can serve God for providing for my family and providing for people. For helping people, by helping people out. One of the commandments is to, you know what I'm saying, like love one another, like love one another. What is wrong with me, man? Like, I've been speaking English for the past 10 years. Like, when am I gonna stop stuttering? This shit is actually annoying, man. Like, when am I gonna have enough practice where I just fucking stop stuttering? It's just actually annoying, bro. Purpose isn't always something you find, it's something you build over time, okay? People think purpose is a fixed destination, but in reality, it evolves as you grow. Beautiful perspective again. I have no right to tell you your perspective is wrong, right? But I don't think your purpose is a goal. Because providing for my family is not a goal. Like, it's not something that ends. Leaving this world as a better place than I found it, bro, that's not a goal. If it's a goal, it's impossible to achieve. At what point can you be like, oh, I left this world a better place and just leave it? You know what I'm saying? But it's like your purpose is something that continuously pushes you. Something that you're old and raggedy and you're still motivated to do. And I don't know if your purpose changes all the time. I think that defeats the purpose of what your purpose is. Because if your purpose comes and goes, how's that a purpose? I feel like the purpose has to be deep rooted. It has to can resonate with you on a different level. It has to mean something to you. Have you considered taking ELA in college? Bro, you think I give a fuck about stuttering that much to take classes, bro? Another tough book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I think there's nothing that you can do in this world alone. There's nothing you can never achieve anything significant alone. It's impossible. You can't scale yourself. You can have a tough business, right? But there's always going to be a ceiling that keeps hitting you when you try to level up. How did that book help you personally? Bro, the way this book helped me, right? Gang, the way I interact with people in general has changed because of this book. Combining or complicating identity and purpose. Elaborate on that. Okay, let me tell you, right? So, when I am in any disagreement, one of the biggest things I took from this book, right? It might not be the biggest thing you take from this book because my weaknesses might not be your weaknesses, right? But my weaknesses used to be like, I used to be very argumentative and I used to be like, I used to shove my point down your throat in a way. You feel me? And it's like, it's my way or the highway. And this book really taught me, in a way, gang, no matter what you say, right, Henok, like, you can see the way I speak. Pull up a clip of me arguing. Unless it's trolling like Satex. That's very different, right? But obviously, like, just because you've made a change, that doesn't mean you're perfect now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I always keep in mind the fact that you can't win an argument. There's no such thing as winning an argument. And that applies to so much things in life on how you interact with people. If you want to have acceptance, right? If you want to win friends and influence people, right? You can't come off as like big and tall and they're little and they have to listen to what you're saying. Because it might work, right? In a way of like, you feel me? Like when you put yourself on a pedestal, like let's say like I'm doing Wealthy Phase Wednesday, right? And I come off very like with like a suit on. I start talking about all the amount of money I make. You know what I'm saying? Like all my accomplishments, right? That might lead you to like listening to me a little bit more. But now we're not on like the same kind of level anymore. You're not relating to me. We're not there together. We're not connecting. It's like a boss employee type of If that makes sense. So even when you try to like, cause when bro, gang, like when you try to talk to somebody, right? At the end of the day, you're trying to get this person to accept your standpoint, right? You're trying to have some sort of acceptance of what you're saying. You're trying to get some sort of acceptance of what you're saying by the other person, right? And how do you do that? I think a lot of people do it in a way of like flexing, I'm better than you, so you should listen. And if you go that route, it's temporary, is what I'm saying. Because you hit, like, you when you hurt somebody's pride, they don't want to hear about what you're saying. If you make yourself big and bad and you make them feel little, like, they don't want to hear you no more, gang. Like, they can, like, in their head, they might be thinking, like, oh shit, this nigga's right. But they don't want to admit they're right because of their pride is getting in the way. But if you go to somebody in a way of like, no, I used to be in your shoes. I completely understand where you're coming from. Like, I see why you are where you are. It's okay. Like, I completely understand. But this is what I would do if I was in your position. See, like, you're doing the same thing. You're trying to convey a message that you want this person to accept. But the way you're doing it is completely two different ways. And what do you think has more acceptance? When you kind of go down to this person's level and talk to them as an ally. The way Jesus did. Really think about it, man. When God came to earth in human form, he could have came down as a king. I know this might not resonate with, like, obviously the Muslims, right? But it's like, he could have came down as a king. He could have came down as any person, but he came down as a carpenter. And he was down there with the people. How would that be manipulation, Ted? How would that be manipulation? What does it mean to feel wealthy in your definition? I don't know if you can feel wealthy. Feel wealthy, like feeling wealthy, like a lot of people can say, like, you know, my dad says, like, you know, I have 3 amazing kids. I'm wealthy. So I don't know if you're kind of taking that perspective. Bought 2 books like 4 months ago. I haven't even finished half of one. I'm slacking. Well, what are you reading? What book are you reading? Yeah, like health equals wealth. Yeah, like joke man, his old ass. Have you ever been through an identity crisis? That's a great question. What's an identity crisis? Brother, like, I think a lot differently after this book, brother. Like, I'm really trying to tell you. What's an identity crisis? Because your identity is not real. The ego is a false sense of self that you've created in your head. Whether that's how strong you are, how weak you are, how beautiful you are, how ugly you are, how smart you are, or how dumb you are. It's something that is created in your head. That you have convinced yourself. True identity lays with in your being. Again, it's that I am before I am this or that. That's constant. There is no such thing as an identity crisis. There's things of like an ego crisis where this false sense of self is not matching with this false sense of self. So like you're confused on who you are, but you're not any of that. Those are nothing but attributes. Being smart is not who you are. You're not a smart person. Being smart is just one of your attributes. But who are you? Then what are you? you are. Bro, it's hard to explain because we're not supposed to comprehend this stuff, right? But it's like your sense of self, your true sense of self, is the I am that comes before I am smart, I am beautiful, I am this, I am that. It's the I am. You already are. Like, what are you? You already are. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And is this in the power of now? Yes, bro, that's what I was saying. Like, I think differently after reading this book. How do you find what you are then? Tim, first you need to change the mindset of finding who you are. It's more of a discovery. Like, finding, I don't know, maybe it might not be like that for you, but for me, the word find suggests that it's outside of me and I have to go get it. This true sense of self I'm talking about, this being, it's already within you. And the reason why you don't see it is because it's clouded with all your thoughts. With constant stream of thoughts. And like, when you unidentify with those thoughts and you start observing these thoughts, you start watching these thoughts, you start becoming the watcher instead of the thinker, then a lot of things start to clear up. And you can truly be your true sense of self. So now, if you take a standpoint of like, streamers are better than YouTubers, and I'm going back and forth with somebody, I'm not a streamer. It's something that's outside of me. It's an attribute. So if I lost this debate between being a streamer or a YouTuber, it wouldn't affect me. Because it's just one of my attributes. It's not my identity. But when you identify with being a streamer, and streamers get shot on, or streamers lose, or you lose this argument, now you're hurt. Because you're a streamer, you have identified yourself with this thought. You have identified yourself with this false sense of self. You're not conscious. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense. Hey, Rebirth, good night, brother. I'm gonna see you, man. Finding yourself makes it seem like there's a hidden final version of you just waiting to be discovered. I mean, that is the case then, Lollipop. Because in the book, The Power of Now, right, there's an illustration where an old man was walking by and there was a homeless man sitting on a box begging for money, right? And long story short, the old man basically told the homeless guy, have you ever looked in that box that you were sitting on? He said, nah, I just sit on this to beg, right? And he was like, go ahead and take a look. Like, let's just see what's in there. He opened it up and there's like millions and millions of dollars worth of gold in that box he was sitting on and begging. That's a beautiful illustration with that's a beautiful illustration of the way we live our lives. Because in the real world, when you're trying to become famous, when you're trying to become rich, when you're trying to achieve all these things out in the real world, you're a beggar. But you're sitting on gold, you don't even know it. You're sitting on something that's much bigger than all of this shit combined. True, like peace. Your inner self that you're not discovered yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you've experienced it here and there. And I have like explained to you how you've discovered it before. And apply this if this makes sense, apply it to yourself, right? Let's say you were playing a game and nothing else mattered except the game. Or you're playing basketball and you just feel a sense of intense focus and presence. Whatever problem is going on, whatever girl that's not texting you back, whatever problems that's going on at home doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is the now. When you're dribbling that ball, you feel me? When you're playing soccer. A lot of people do a lot of dangerous activities to escape their false sense of self and to tap into the now. Because when you're skydiving, when you're rock climbing with no gear on, the only thing that matters is rock climbing. The only thing that matters is getting to the earth when you're, what's it called? Skydiving. You feel me? So it's like, that feeling that, it's not even a feeling because feelings come and go. That stage, that presence is worth more than anything you can get in the outside world. Feel me? No, bro, you're not a motivational speaker. Relax. Yo, Yoshi, word to me was talking about your ass. We was on Twitch, right? We was on Twitch, and we saw your ass playing FIFA. Yo, bro, do them niggas sponsor you? Yes or no? Cause if they don't sponsor you, why are you this loyal? It's dead. Let it go. Let it go. It's dead, man. How do you find yourself when it's been suppressed by family or other people? Brother. It's not our sister. I don't know who's you spitting right now. I appreciate you, brother. But look, it's not suppressed by family or other people. It's cause that's like yourself, your inner being, your true sense of self. It's something that's constant. It's not affected by the outside world, whether that's your fucking mother or a random person on the internet. You feel me? So it's like it's something that's still. So it's not something that's been suppressed by family or other people. It's something that's been suppressed by your thoughts. You identify with these thoughts, so you're not even conscious of that side of yourself. But if you start separating yourself from your thoughts, and another way to access your being is the now. A trick that I recently learned from the book is to feel your body from within. You're walking outside, right? Feel the motion of your hand going like this. Feel the motion of your legs. Feel the air breathing on your body, because your body only exists in the now. So if you are tapped in with your body, if you have a connection with your body, you are in the now. Feel me? Let me get my bag in peace. Nigga, if you're getting a bag, I respect it. Any other way, drop that shit. Okay, what's your question, Mikey? What's your question? What should I be doing? Put me on? What should you be doing, like, on Twitch? Buddy, we're in the same place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure you get the same amount of views as me. Who am I to advise you on what to do? But, gang, like, if your passion is FIFA, by all means, gang. Okay, are you saying your value and your ethics are already a part of your purpose? Meaning you don't have to go out and look for your purpose? Okay, look. Value and ethics. Give me examples. Give me examples of, like, values and ethics. Like, what are some examples, gang? Yoshi, from doing social media for 4 years, right? If it makes sense to you, do it. If it doesn't, don't do it. But what I'm saying, what I think you should do, is to stop doing niche down content. Bro, like, not only different, like, variety. Don't become a I'm not saying become a variety streaming. How do you say that fucking word, bro? I'm burning inside, bro. But what I'm saying is, like, when you are attached to a game, which is FIFA, like, on your case, it's FIFA. When FIFA falls off, you fall off with it. When FIFA comes up, you come up with it. But if you start to show your personality a little bit more, or if you start to show your day-to-day life, I know you have a job. If you start to do a day in a life, then you'll start connecting with people on a different level. And now it doesn't matter if a game goes up and down because they're here for you. Feel me? So I would say, like, step back from FIFA. For example, a football, like soccer, is your passion. Then go ahead and do football content. Again, don't become a news reporter. Don't become a FIFA gamer. Don't do one thing and one thing only. Do a bit of everything that showcases your personality, who you are. Go out and play soccer. Go trading a pen to $1,000 cleats. Like, do different type of content around soccer, but don't limit yourself to one thing and one thing only, which is fucking FIFA. So should I start doing TikTok dances? If that's what you got from it, bro, yeah, go do TikTok dances, kid. Zaka was goody. Yeah, what's value and ethics though, Mikey? Where you at? Where you at? Time to expand, yeah. Where to, gang? Cause FIFA is not it, bro. Cause fucking FIFA, bro. Them bitch ass things. But at least the one thing that comes from like sticking with a game while it's down though, Yoshi, if next year FIFA is up, you're one of the top FIFA streamers automatically. So like if you have faith in FIFA, don't let me strive you away from that. Stick with them. Start emailing them and shit like that. Create connections in the fucking thing. Cause they're down right now, bro. Like they ain't got nobody, bro. So it's like if you get in while they're down, when they come up, nigga, you're up, nigga. Cause FIFA has a lot of potential. At the end of the day, football is the biggest sport in the world. So it's like a FIFA like fucking locks in for a bit. Yoshi, it's gonna come, bro. If you play FIFA every day on stream and you're just posting your content, they see you, gang. You think they don't see you, but they see you, gang. But it's like just finding excuses to like reach out to them. Yeah, host tournaments. Do community-based content. And try to partner up with FIFA on certain shit. Like let's say you do a tournament, right? And that goes good. Then you reach out to like FIFA or anybody, staff members of FIFA. Yo, can you guys sponsor this tournament? Can you know what I'm saying? Janelle was goody. So Mikey gonna ask this question, fucking get out of here. Fucking hate that nigga. I've been wanting to make football content for 2 years now. Just keep procrastinating. Start today. You're talking about the past. I understand. Sometimes we need to talk about the past to assess where we're at. But that's it. That's where it should stop. Stop thinking about it. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Gang, stop judging yourself for procrastinating. Because that's another thought. That's another thing that's going to lead you to procrastinate even more. Is judging yourself for procrastinating. Just stop. Just accept the fact that you haven't been shit for the past 2 years. Accept it. There's so much peace that comes with that. I'm really telling you, like, when you do something bad, when you are a fuck up, and you accept that you are a fuck up, gang, then you start to actually move forward. Because what does overthinking come from? Unacceptance. You didn't accept it. That's why you're consistently talking and thinking about it. Just accept the fact that you've been an absolute waste of sperm for the past 2 years and move forward. It's beautiful. It's like it's just like it's this big sense of relief. Holy, like, oh my, it feels good. Now I can actually, it's like a chain that was holding you and you cut that bitch loose. That comes from acceptance and nothing else. I guess your ethics could be like fairness, accountability, so it kind of shapes who you want to be. Again, I don't really see how that, like, you are who you are, Mikey. And it's like, those are, I don't know how to explain to you. It's like, you cannot say I am a fair person. You cannot say I'm an accountable person. Don't identify yourself with these attributes. Because it might be good for you, right? Like, it might be good. It might be like a good feeling when you are, like, identifying yourself with positive attributes. But if you're identifying yourself with positive attributes, you're identifying yourself with negative attributes as well. And that's where the bad part comes in. Because it's like the mind, like I said, he's not the bad guy. The mind is a beautiful instrument that helps us navigate life. But when you identify with it, meaning when the brain is controlling you instead of you controlling your brain, that's where the problem comes. Then how do you define yourself without attributes? You are. Sosa, you're not listening to me. Then you're asking me, who are you? I am. And again, in the Bible, right? Jesus says, I am, to say like, oh, you're having a thunderstorm outside too? I haven't heard shit. My fault, no. But, like, I don't want to, like, claim anything that Jesus has claimed. I believe that he said, before Abraham, I am, to show his divinity. I don't even know if I'm saying that word right. Today, I don't know, like, my mouth is not working, and it's not saying the words I wanted to say. It's annoying. Anyways, though, the answer to the question, who are you, should be I am. Your true sense of self, right, lays on the words I am before I am this or that. Who are you? If I asked you, who are you? And you said, I am this, I am that. These are just attributes you're identifying yourself with. These are just thoughts. This is it's a false sense of self. It doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is I am. You are. I don't know if that makes sense, King. But again, these things we're not supposed to fully comprehend and understand. Your experiences are what shape you as a person. So your purpose could mean a lot different from mine. Yeah, 100%. Okay, look, let's talk about that, right? A lot of people believe that you are who you are because of your experiences, right? But I would argue and say you have the talents, you have the attributes, you have the negative and positive traits about yourself because of your past. But that's not who you are. That's on the outside world. Why are you identifying, but you're not it? How do I explain it to you? Like, am I my muscle? Like, I'm not my muscle. Like, I have my muscle because, like, I've been working out. So I have gained an attribute of being strong. But I'm not strong. It's separate. Your true sense of self is separate from your attributes or who you think you are. Hey, hopefully, no, that don't happen to me because my stream is that's gonna disconnect if that happens to me. So I am is who we are, and the rest is just our attributes. Yes, correct. The rest is just the outside world. The rest, nothing else matters on the outside. How do you describe yourself then? How do I describe my attributes? Is that what you're asking me? Because how do I I am who I am. It's still, it doesn't change. Like, I don't work out and change as a person. Like, my deep sense of self, my true sense of self doesn't change because I worked out. You see, that might sound funny because that's something that's positive, right? You're going up, you became stronger. Why wouldn't it change? It wouldn't change. Just like if I didn't work out, my sense of self wouldn't change either. It's something that's outside of me. Do you understand? I told this one girl, it's like, she was complimenting me, right? And I told her, I appreciate your compliment, but that truly means nothing to me. Because it's nothing but a comment. It's nothing but a compliment. That does not change the way I look at myself. Because if I let this build me up, which is a good thing, like, you see, like, that's what I'm saying. When I work out and I'm becoming stronger, right? And you're saying, like, how does your identity not change? Same way with this. When she compliments you, right? How do you not feel more confident about yourself? Because you see, that's the good side of the coin. Let's look at the bad side. If she called me ugly, I'd feel less confident then. By definition, if you feel more confident because this person complimented you, you're gonna feel less confident when this person insults you. If they can build you up, they can tear you down. I told her, your compliment is nothing more than a comment. I appreciate it, but there's not really a difference between you calling me handsome and you calling me ugly. It's just a comment. It's outside of me. Are you saying that you are your spirit, your soul, that's the real you? Yes. Yes. Your body is just your house. Outside of that changes. Even you are. She was trying to flirt and you gave her a whole lecture. Nah. It wasn't even like that because we were having a conversation like that. I wasn't even like that, nigga. Like, I didn't sit here and preach on her for no reason. It was like, nigga, like, we were having you fucking dickhead. Anyways, though, right? How do you separate yourself from your attributes? I'm gonna get to you, Captain Crunch. You see now, you guys, like, you see what I'm saying? Look, if Captain Crunch starts thinking like this, That's a human being that's thinking a little bit different because of these lives. Why would I ever stop doing Wealthy Phase Wednesdays? Please tell me. But anyways, though, I would argue and say, Janelle, that like your body, of course, it's like, it's temporary, right? But your body can help you access your soul because your body only exists in the now. Your brain is dependent on a timeline. All of your thoughts are either about the past or the future. It's dependent on a timeline. Without time, our brains don't exist. If you went up to a bird and asked her, what time is it? What do you think the bird would tell you? The time is now. Now is the only thing that ever exists. So like when you when you identify with your body, unlike when you identify with your brain, right? When you identify with your body, you can access the now because your body only exists in the now, which can help you access your true sense of self, which is your being, which is your soul. Yeah, out body, it's the our body. Yeah, 100%. And it's like when you read this book again, like Nad, I was talking to Nad off camera, right? And he was kind of scared, just like what's his name, Henok, right? A lot of people think like this goes against the religion, right? But it works perfectly hand to hand. If you truly read and understand what this is saying, it works perfectly hand to hand. There's a lot of places in this book that Eckhart literally talks about Jesus and says what Jesus is saying and the meaning behind it. You feel me? But it's like don't let the Muslims discourage you from reading this book because he talks about Buddhists a lot, and I'm sure there's places he talked about Muslims as well. Like there's a part of this book where it tells you like if you follow a religion, don't leave it. Let me just show you how to go deeper into what you already have. How you separate yourself from your actions. You identify yourself with your mind. Okay, now, Captain Crunch, say it with me. You are not the thinker. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are your thoughts, and you are. So when you separate these two things, when you separate your mind and your body, when you separate your mind and you start to become the watcher of these thoughts. When you're watching these thoughts, you have full control over your mind, which is the way it should be. Your mind is your body part. Why does it have control over you? Imagine if your arm had control over your whole body. It wouldn't make sense. Is there a way you can visualize what you're saying on a paint app or something? What window do I have again? I do have paint. Okay, let me see if I can draw this. We visualize this shit now. Like a third person. Yes, it's almost like you're watching your thought, right? So this is the average human being. And this is their brain. Right? This is their brain. They think they are their brain. They have identified themselves with their brain. Right? Meaning like, I am strong. I am this. And you are identified with your brain so much that if your brain starts to think about the past, it freezes you. Your whole body starts feeling a type of way, right? It makes you unproductive. You start procrastinating. You start acting upon these thoughts. You get angry. You want to hit somebody. You identify with your brain. You and your brain are one, right? But it's almost like when you take yourself right here and you have the brain right here. How do you fucking... and you are observing your brain in a third person way, you are the watcher of your brain, you are the watcher of your thoughts, then you start to select which thoughts you want to act upon. When the brain is you, when the thoughts are you, every thought that comes up, you have to act upon. Because you have identified with your brain and your thoughts. But when your brain is almost outside of you and you are watching these thoughts, not judging them. Because when you judge this is another problem that a lot of people will have, right? When you start overthinking about like the past, if you judge yourself for overthinking about the past, you're not doing any better than thinking about the past and judging yourself about thinking about the past is the same thing. They're both thought. You're both identified with your brain. You're both you're acting upon those thoughts. It's just another thought. You cannot fix your thoughts with other thoughts. When you start to think about the past, if that's what you're having trouble with, or when you start to have anxiety about the future, you simply observe and accept it for what it is. A lot of the things I ask, right? This person right here, if he wanted to, do you think he can stop thinking? Person one. If person one wanted to stop thinking, can he? No, the fuck he can't. Because he is his brain. Right? He's identified with his mind. His mind controls him. He doesn't control his mind. But when it's two separate entities, you and your brain, right? Can person two stop thinking if they wanted to? With practice in the future, because automatically you don't go from number one to number two overnight. But with practice, when you're at the point where you are controlling your thoughts, then you can decide if you even want to start thinking or not. Meditating, right? If the average person gets into a meditating position, they're going to start thinking, what am I going to eat later? Oh my God, why did I do this in the past? Or, oh my God, I forgot about this. I got to go do this later, blah, blah, blah. But when you become person two, when you identify yourself with the brain, this is the brain. Did I just misspell brain? Is that how you spell brain or what? Is that how you spell brain or what? B-R? Oh, I did spell it right. Okay. Y'all niggas, you see, made me insecure. Okay, but this is your brain, right? Forgot what the fuck I was saying. Anyways, though, right? If you wanted to stop thinking, your brain is outside of you. You're not your brain. So just like if I don't want to use my hands, I can put it down and leave it on the table. If I want to stop using my brain, I can put it down and stop thinking. And be present in the now. Because your brain is dependent on time, remember. Now is the infinite. And now is infinite. And now is not dependent on the time. On time. Now always exists, always has existed. It's infinite. To tap into something like that, you can't use your brain because your brain is dependent on a timeline. So when you're person two, you'll be able to put your brain aside and actually be in the present internal now, which I feel like will help you connect with God on a different level because God is internal. You understand what I'm saying? Eternal, not internal, eternal. Yeah, are you person two yet? Nowhere near person two. Nowhere near, man. But you see, like, I am aware now. I am conscious now, right? And when you're conscious for long enough, when you keep shedding light on these thoughts, you start to become the watcher. It takes practice. It doesn't happen overnight. Okay, let me read Janelle's shit. Yes, they shift their focus, but I can't fathom what not thinking looks like. Mikey, you're not supposed to fathom it. Because what do you mean? Like, what do you mean fathom it? How do you fathom something? It's with your brain. You're trying to fit something in your brain that cannot fit. You're not supposed to fathom it. You're not supposed to understand it. You're supposed to feel it. This is something you feel. This is not something you comprehend because it's bigger than your mind. Some Suluminati type shit. But I always look down on Suluminati. Suluminati's on some nut shit though. Hey, who knows though? Who knows if he's on some nut shit? But the nigga be talking about like, yo, the Matrix, the Popeyes chicken sandwiches. Nigga, I'm not. No, you're not calling me no Suluminati. Gazer. You have the power to allow and disallow with thoughts to take control. Exactly. Meditate on. Just like at the airport when they screen for illegal and legal objects into a country. That's when you exactly, Janelle, like you are the watcher of your thoughts, right? So when you become the watcher of your thoughts, you select on which thoughts to act upon and which thoughts to not. Again, Mikey, what you're doing right now is you're trying to fit it into your brain, right? You're trying to understand it when you're not supposed to understand it. You see, you're using terms that you're familiar with. Selective thinking. But wouldn't that be still using my brain to like decide on which thought I'm going to act upon and which thought I don't want to act upon? You still using your brain for something you're supposed to put your brain aside. It's not necessarily that you're thinking wrong. It's because you're thinking, period. Let me pull up the quote for you. What the fuck am I doing? Look. Your lips are getting dry. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Look, the reason most people are not creative is not because they don't know how to think, but because they don't know how to stop thinking.